Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good Monday. This video here is going to be, I'm trying to make it short. We had a couple of viewers that follow Muddy on Facebook also, and they sent us some questions. So the first question is on the sink, and the second question is on the truck. They wanted, because I haven't showed the sink, but I think every time I come in here and make a video, you see part of the sink. So what we have here is a 3-compartment sink that we got off of Facebook Marketplace. The sink cost, I think I paid $100 for it. It didn't have the faucets. It didn't have the faucets. The faucet here. It did have the handles. These pieces down here, the drainage things that are in there that were broken. But I bought it for $100. It was kind of rusty. For $100, it wasn't a bad buy. I put it together. Maybe another $150 for the necks, the spouts. I sanded the copper down that it came with, and the strainers. There you go. Strainers are new. I bought them on all 3 of them, and then I just plumbed it in with PEX. So $100. I see them all the time for $300. You know, they're $300 just for the stainless steel sink. They're kind of rusty from the legs, but well worth buying. Even if you have to put the faucet on it and the strainers, the sinks alone are worth more than $300. Well worth buying. Mari at first she didn't want it in here, but then after she saw that she could just walk in here and wash her hands instead of turning the faucet outside, and come in and use the restroom in here also, so made life easier. This is where we wash the tubs. Right, fill them up, wash tubs, rinse, and then final rinse. We wash the puppies right here. We bathe them right here. And we do everything here. So that's one question. Marketplace. Like if I look on Marketplace right now, I could probably find five or six of these for $300 a piece. Even if they don't have the faucets, just the sink alone is worth $300. You can replace everything else. But I bought this in, let me see, it was in Harlingen. I'd like to say it was La Feria, but it's a little bit more Harlingen area. I went out there to the south side of Harlingen, and I picked it up, $100 bucks. I was gonna buy a semi-used brand new one for $500, but I figure we put it together as we go. It is working. Right now it just has cold water. All the laundry soaps and all the dish soaps and hand soaps, they're all for use with cold water. You don't need to use hot water on. Even the laundry soaps are now with cold water only. Number 2 was the Transit. They had questions on the Transit. The Transit, the question was if I had leased it for 2.5 years, because I said it was a 2.5-year contract. The Transit is not a lease. That is the contract for final payment. So that Transit right there is $400 a month for 2.5 years. Maybe about 15,000. I'm not sure how much that is. Anyways, I think it's super cheap. Those vehicles, they're second owner vehicles. So basically, they buy a 1-owner vehicle, and then I buy it, so I'm the second owner. That's well, not a second owner, but 1 owner, right? So a lot of the vehicles that they sell there are like company fleet vehicles. And I've probably bought, if not 6, maybe 7. So the way I see it is, as long as it lasts 2.5 years, then I have it made, right? So every 2.5 years to 3 years, I'm able to purchase another vehicle. So because they're so cheap at that price, I'm not buying a brand new vehicle, right? So I wouldn't go and buy because I tried buying another vehicle at the dealer, but they try to get me on the down payment, and it didn't work out. So all the vehicles that I've had have been one owner vehicles, so I would be the second owner. And the contracts have always been 2.5 years. So the vehicle that I bought, or where I'm buying them, they're like you pay there type deal, but they have 50-50 till the contract's over. So if you have engine problems, transmission problems, any issues, it's 50-50 till the contract's over. And sometimes they'll overextend that, saying that if you have another car, if you get another car, they'll extend that 50-50 to the car that you've already paid off. You could also bring it in, and they'll still, because you already got another vehicle with them. So that's a good thing with them. And then they give you 15 days. So if your payment's on the 15th, you have an additional 15 days. So that's 15 days. And they don't call you, they don't bother you, they don't ask you questions, they're not hounding you your late payment. They give you 15 days. The way that things work there is if you leave your card on file, like me, I leave my card on file, and they don't take payment until you call them and take payment. So they don't do that. They don't, like the 15th or the 12th are going to draw the money. They cannot do that. They just hold it, and when you call them and you're ready to pay, they say, you want me to use the card on file? And then you say, yeah, use the card on file. Let me see, 5, 6 cars. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. About 15 years. 15 years. I've probably been with them for 15 years. And then I just got the Transit. Again, I gave a down payment on the Transit. I'm not going to say how much it was, but the contract was 2.5 years, and then it's done paid for. So again, as long as the vehicle lasts 2.5 years, then I'm good. Then it gives me 6 months to come up with money to buy my next vehicle, and then I'll just sell off the older vehicle that I have, right? So like I'm telling you, I sold my brown truck to pay my lawyer. Right now I'm trying to sell my blue truck, my F-250. This guy offered me $2,500 for it. I don't know how much it's worth. If he gives me $2,500, he can take it. It's not a lease. It's the final price, right? So it's not like one of those 6-7 year contract with a car dealership. The issue with the Transits is the Transit is a commercial vehicle, so you will need to like the insurance is going to be a little higher, but on all our vehicles that we get there, we get full coverage insurance, and we also get the uninsured motorist insurance for that extra protection for the motorist that doesn't have insurance or doesn't have a driver's license, because not all the time the full coverage is going to cover that. That's the way that it is. We couldn't find insurance from our provider, but she found the insurance, and then because Mighty owns the property, we were able to pay like $140 a month for the full coverage with uninsured motorists on that Transit. Again, all Transits, including the small Transit vans, those are commercial vehicles, so insurance is not going to be like a family van or a family truck, because those Transits are commercial vehicles. But there is insurance out there for you to buy. So I think we spent 2 hours there this past Saturday, and we were able to find a policy. But again, I bought several vehicles there. The place is called Villarreal Auto Mart in Harlingen, Texas. All you need to do is have a job, and then they don't even call your job. They just want to make sure that you have a job there. They don't check your background. They don't care if you have a criminal record or have a job. They just if you have a down payment. Oh, another good thing is if you have a down payment. Let's say that there's a car there for $3,500, but you have 28 or 25. They'll take your down payment and then they'll say, "Can you come in like 3 weeks with another $1,000?" So and you can say yeah, but they'll also let you take the car home, right? And in 3 weeks you come back with 1,000, so you can have like the down payment, right? But you're having the car. So they also do that, and then they give you. Let's say the monthly payment is $250, right? But you could give like $300 or $350, or even if it's $300 a month, you can give. You lock in your rate for the rest of the 2.5 years. We've always paid $350 on our cars, but like the Mari, the one she's driving, that was $300, but we paid $350. The Ford was $250, we paid $350. So they work with you. Again, the Transit is something I've always wanted, and he was able to find it because Transits don't lose value. Transits actually, the Transit is never going to change. So if you look at the new ones, they look exactly like this. They just change in the door features, on the door opening, door mechanisms, and the screens on the front, right, reversing. But that's all it changes. The Transit body's still the same. But the value doesn't drop. It doesn't appreciate, depreciate, or whatever you call it. Again, if I sold that, I'd easily get $17,000 for it after I use it for 2.5 years. So if I sold it for cash, somebody would give me at least $15,000 in cash. Transits don't lose value, and believe me, because I've been asking him to get me a Transit for 2.5 years, and he's like, I can't find them because they're like $20,000, $28,000. New ones are like $56,000. So they don't depreciate the value. They're in the 20s, in the mid 20s. So he was able to find me this one. I said, it doesn't matter if it has seats or it's a cargo van or this and that. Just get me a Transit. Windows, no windows. The only thing I wanted was cold AC, no rust on the bottom, and good running engine. So the 50/50, you can't go wrong with that. Hopefully that answers your question on that. Today is calcium day. We got romaine here. The day before yesterday we fed cactus. Yesterday we fed romaine. Today we'll feed romaine with calcium. Again, thank you for the questions. For you guys that are out there, this thing is not a lease. This is a 2.5 year contract for me to pay $400 a month for 2.5 years. So I'd have to do the calculations. I don't know how much that is. Again, that's going to be the van that we're going to take to shows. We go to reptile shows. We also go to rabbit shows. Sometimes we go to the chicken shows. Depending on what shows are out there, that will be the van that we now start using. But thank you for the questions. You guys, I gotta do my shorts right now. Sinks, Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how much they are out there where you guys are at, but we can look at Facebook Marketplace right now. We can find at least 6 or 7. I'm gonna say 6 for sale, right? Might even get another one. Just have outside. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments and your questions. If not, you know how to get a hold of Mari, and I'll make a little video on your questions. But again, enjoy your rest of Monday, and stay safe out there.